Hello people, Fred Bear here from Hedgeline Hunting. I'm going through and creating a new camping bag, and I thought I would share what I'm putting in it, just to give anyone else making a hunting, fishing or camping bag the rough idea of the stuff you may need. Everyone's bag will be different to what they're used to, what they know and what they plan on doing. This is just mine for the stuff I use it for. If you're doing more than me or less, you'll need different stuff, more stuff or less stuff. But this is all the stuff that I get on with pretty well. I never need any more than what I've got really. I add little bits to it here and there and sometimes take it away depending on where I'm going. But I thought I'd just get started and show you all through. So let's start from the top and work our way down. So in the sharp section up here, this is my camping bag as well, by the way, people. When I say camping, I don't mean in a tent, I mean in the camper van or in the back of the van when I go around Scotland, Ireland, or anywhere really. I'll explain what I do and what I use everything for as well. But in the sharp section up here, I have three main bladed tools. So I have the little hatchet that I got from Bison, which is a German make. I got that from one of the game fairs. Then I've got a Walter little bushcraft knife in the leather sheath down here, and then a buck knife over here. That's more of the hunting camping style. It's got a rubber handle and a rust resistant metal blade, so it's perfect for when you're out camping, hunting or fishing. If it gets wet or damp, it won't rust too easy. Now, I could carry one of my massive hunting knives that I have, but this one gets me through just fine. And also, if you ever get stopped or pulled over or questioned about it, you know, the big knives are legal as well for camping or hunting. But, you know, if there's no need to have them, why have them? It's a lot easier to explain a little one like this than it is a big 9-inch Bowie knife. You know, they may both be legal, but at the time when you're trying to justify it, the littler, the better. So this one here gets me through everyday tasks just fine, like skinning, gutting, cutting up, feather sticks for the fire or whatever. Let's go left from here. So starting off left, I have a little multi-tool keyring sort of thing with Allen keys on, just in case I ever come across an Allen key thing that needs tightening. With the tape, I've also got duct tape, but I need to go to the shop and get some. But I carry all three. I carry sellotape, electrical tape, like in the middle here, and also duct tape. Another good storage way is to wrap tape around your Bic lighters when we get down there, or wrap it around the handle of anything. It's an easy way to store it. It doesn't take up much room, but I just carry the whole reel because I can. I've also got a 50-meter reel of paracord. As you can tell, I haven't used this one just yet. I ran out of the other one and brought some more, but I brought this fancy pattern one, so it's a shame to use it really on stuff that will just be chucked away, but hey ho. There's some garden string that I just reused, took off the plants, thought I'd reuse it here. I've got two paracord bracelets as well. I don't wear these, they just live in the bag. I wear this one sometimes if I'm going off for a few hours in case I need some paracord, but this one only gets worn if I know I'm going somewhere where shouldn't be, where I shouldn't be. It's got a whistle on and a ferro rod and a compass as well. The compass isn't too great, but the whistle and the ferro rod definitely comes in handy sometimes. This lives on the bag 90% of the time, but if I'm going off somewhere into the woods without the bag, I'll put that on, and this one as well. Coming down from here, I've also got some zip ties. These are quite big ones. These are for around the camp in case anything breaks, or in the or just out and about anywhere. I've then got a good pair of snippers. These are wire cutters / bone snippers. It's like the bones of the rabbit that you would have seen me cut in my other video. These are very handy for anything. I've then got a head torch. Any head torch will do. This one does me just fine. This one sat in a box for 5 years. I got it out, the battery still worked, and I've been using it for about the last year and it still looks like brand new. I've then got a retractable key ring holder as well. This is just handy. Say if I'm running about, I just put the hook through the end of the knife there, or tie a bit of paracord around it, just so if I know the knife falls out at all, it ain't gonna go nowhere. They're also handy for your keys, anything else you need. Coming down, I got these radios. I've only got them in there because I have them. I didn't buy them specially. I don't even think they're the best ones, but they reach a fair distance. Just sometimes in the like in Scotland where the Highlands are, and Glencoe and all of that, there's not a lot of signal on the phone. So when I'm out and whoever I'm with is back at the camper or the van, I can just radio through and let them know I'm coming back, start the fire or start the oven or do something like that. I've got spare AA and AAA batteries. I'm out of AAA, I need to get some more. Coming down, I've got some little wire staples. They are meant to go in a stapler or staple gun, but I just hammer them in. Say if I've got to put any wire on a piece of wood or make a makeshift trap, they're very easy to use. Down here, I've got a little coat. That's a coat there. It's a very thin one, just in case I forget mine. That's in the bag, just a waterproof coat. In this beanie, I've also got a ski mask as well for in winter when it gets cold, and for any other reason you may need a ski mask. You know, it's all down to the person that packs the bag. Coming down again, I got this Shadowhawk Tactical X800 torch. This is an amazing torch. Reaches for you know, not miles, but you know what I mean. Reaches quite far. You can, in this section, it's quite wide, or you do that and it goes thinner, but it goes for further. For a little torch, you know, weighs nothing and very tiny as well. I just keep it in the case because I can, but you don't need to. Just chuck it there. It comes with a big battery inside and a charger for it, or it comes with a slot to put, I think it's 4 or 3 AA batteries, and you can interchange them. Coming over to the first aid section as well, and we'll work our way back up the other side. Just basic first aid kit. I've got some burn, soothe, you know, bandages, dressing, waterproof plasters, gloves, pins, mirrors, you know, the usual first aid stuff. I've never once used anything in any first aid kit, thankfully. I don't plan on either, but they're always handy to have. You may get someone with you that gets a little cut and they may be a bit thingy over it. It's just nice to have. My other essential as well is a rosary. Very Catholic over here. May not be for you, but don't forget, the Lord sent his only son for you. So it's worth, you know, it's worth spending your time with him. Over here, I got these off of the internet. I love the old German like flak camo. I think it's great for hunting and blending in. I always put the Union Jack on there because I've been called a bit of a what's the word? I don't want to say that, but they see the German flag and they see camouflage and they go, "Ooh, racist," or something like that. I'm not. I just like the camouflage. It's a really good camouflage. I've got this shirt and the long coat jacket over there. I haven't got the trousers. I just brought these two because they were there. They flashed up on my screen, but I like it. This is my rough shirt, you know, and look at it. It's still, I've used this hundreds of times, you know, making fires, out walking through bushes. I've been caught on more brambles than enough. It's held up great. Then obviously I've got my fire starter as well. So I have big lighters to make life easier. We aren't, you know, in the Stone Age anymore. But I also do carry a ferro rod, just because, you know, it's every camping or hunting bag needs a ferro rod. And I just think it's a good addition as well to sometimes use to show the younger generation or just people around you how to start a fire, like primitively. Just a basic ferro rod. I think I got this off Amazon ages ago. But some different things I also carry in here, if we empty this bag out, which is some good tips if it comes out. Here we go. All right, when I make stuff with paracord or use paracord, any spare bits I get, I keep and chuck in here. Because when you strip this, so this first green layer, as you see, when you light it, it just melts and go hard. But if you strip this back, the white inner material is amazing at starting fire. It's very flammable. I also just keep some spare string to start in case I can't get a spark on any dry wood Always keep stuff for fire starters. I also keep some wire as well. There's a thing called a log oven. If you look that up, it's basically you get a log and cut it into 4 pieces. So that way, and you've got 4 pieces. You then take some of the inside off and make a bit of a hole. Then you start a fire at the bottom and the heat travels up, and you can sit your pan on there or your kettle, and all you do with the wire is obviously wrap it around the outside so the 4 pieces don't fall apart. I use this wire because obviously it's reusable, it won't melt. If you use paracord, it will work, but obviously it will burn towards the end. So this wire you can reuse. You can also use it for making snares or any other trap if you're in one location for a while, or if you're like me, pre-pack. Coming up the other side, you need some good gloves. I get these from Ernest Doe. They're gardening gloves, but they're leather gloves. Pretty heat resistant, I've found. I use them for everything. And then I've got a little belt bag here. I think this is one of them like airsoft. What's this on here? Yeah, the combat tactical. I think I got that ages ago, back in my airsoft days when I was about 10 years old. But I just keep that because if we're like, you know, in camp for a while, in and about, I'll just chuck that in my belt, and I can, you know, chuck anything in there like the ferro rod or anything I'm using, like ball bearings or fire starters, anything I don't, you know, put in pockets, or if my pockets are full. In here, I won't get it out just because all is in here is tons of Bic lighters, as you can see, and camouflage face paint. I've never had to use the camouflage face paint. I just put it there because, you know, it was already in the box when I found it out. Coming up the right-hand side, I always carry a catapult with me, some spare bands, some spare tube sets, and a few ball bearings. Because when I see a rabbit or a pigeon walking along, he will be coming in for dinner. For thingy reasons, I have to say you should always get permission before shooting on the land, and I always do, if you get what I mean. Never take a good catapult in case you lose it, wink wink, whilst running away from something, wink wink. I'm sure you get what I mean. Then coming up, I've got a knife sharpener. This is actually the axe sharpener. This is 120 and then 200 grit. I've got a diamond and ceramic sharpener somewhere. I don't know where that is, but it is somewhere. I use that for the knives. They're quite good. And then a tape measure in case I'm measuring anything to set up with a wooden pole and I've got to go into the woods and cut it, or anything like that. But that's about it. When you're out and about, you will learn what you need. You know, I'm not saying this is the best setup in the world. I'm not saying it's the worst. I'm just saying this is like your starter. You need a good knife, something to cut wood with, you know, emergency backup stuff. I never need a sewing kit. I don't go out for that long. You know, this is not a bag for like Walking Dead survival, you know, the apocalypse survival. This is just like, you know, your camping bags of stuff that you'll need. If you're going tent camping, the paracord is really good. You'll need a tarp as well. Or if you're taking an actual tent, then, you know, it'll be easier. I use this base bag for everything. I will take this with me camping, fishing, hunting, shooting, wherever. I just obviously add and take away different things I need. Like if I'm going shooting, I'll take out like the hatchet and all of that and put some cartridges and my shooting gloves. Or if I'm going fishing, I'll take out almost everything here that I don't really need and put all my fishing stuff like hooks, bait, fishing knife, you know, those sorts of things. So it's all depending on what you want and what you need the most. But this is basically my base setup. Once again, I will add more to this depending on where I go and what I'm going to do. And I will also take away from it depending on where I'm going and what I'm going to do. But this is like your base setup. So if you're making a camping bag, a hunting bag, a survival bag, you know, a bug out bag, whatever your bag you're trying to make, you know, this is your base layout. You need sharps, first aid, some sort of communication setup, you know, torches, head torch, paracord, tape, you know, gloves, spare clothes if you're going fully camping, like socks and gloves and hats and all of that. So basically just prepare for your situation. Getting into more of the survival stuff, if, you know, if I got lost in some Scotland forest for 2 weeks, this bag probably wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be the greatest. You could obviously add a lot better stuff to help you survive off grid. So it's not like an off grid bag. It's just like a camping bag. You know, I could survive with the stuff in here. You know, I wouldn't want to try it, but I reckon I could at a push. um, so, you know, I've always got spare clothes back at the camper and all of that. But if you haven't, then you want to maybe get a bigger bag and pack some socks and different clothes. But this is the base layer. Anyway, this has been Fredbear with Hedgeline Hunting. I appreciate you watching and taking the time. Leave a comment if you think I should add some more stuff and what you think I should add, or what you think I should take away, what you think is unnecessary, and tell me what you have in yours different to mine. I would love to know. I would love to find out. Consider giving me a follow or a subscribe, as they call it on here, and turning on the bell if you were interested in these type of videos and hunting and shooting, and also informational videos like trapping and skinning and all of that. I'm a pretty cool guy when it comes to all that stuff. I'm pretty new to this YouTube stuff, and it's going well so far, so I thank you for all the support of my 12 subscribers, and I hope to get more in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. This has been Fredbear with Hedgeline Hunting. God bless, have a good day, and goodbye.